Right, this is a bit of a special treat for everyone this week. We're going to have a chat with one of Summernats' favourite mates. Let's go knock on the door and say g'day. This feels like a Burke's backyard type thing, you know? Who's going to answer?
Hey, Mr. Bennis, what's going on?
What's going on, mate?
Just doing a bit of paperwork, mate. Come on in.
It is Phil.
Yeah, come in, mate.
Thanks, mate.
In the local area?
I'm in the local area, mate, yes. What's happening?
I just finished up a bit of paperwork for the day. Just, you know, that time of the day. Beer o'clock, bourbon o'clock.
Cool. So what's the, so tell us about the shop.
So I do fuel systems and stuff and performance plumbing on most race cars, show cars and stuff. So this is my little storeroom shop, you know, that we put everything in. Got all the speed flow fittings and all the K&N stuff, all the Epic Industry stuff. So yeah, basically help most of the local guys and performance guys out and do, you know, random cars from Newcastle and stuff, and yeah, help out what we can help out. Keeps
you busy, I no doubt. Obviously you do some time in your own car, but a lot of people might not know that you work on, obviously through your company, on a lot of other people's cars as well.
Yeah, well, I've had fuel work since 2004, so I've been basically here in this place for 7 years, but yeah, full time 3 years. You know, like I used to be a painter and decorator by trade, foreman, not doing too much work, and then yeah, basically took it on full time, and yeah, daddy daycare in the morning and the afternoons, and work during the days and nights on cars. Come on through, I'll show you a couple of cars that we're knocking over at the moment. Just a couple of cool projects for people, and yeah, have a look at what we're doing in the shop. So this is a local Newcastle car. Dave Andrews, I'm not sure how many years ago he bought it, but it's an old Pat Whitwell car, a Shaughnessy Brothers car that my Gold HB was originally copied on when Krieger started building it initially. So yeah, we just put the nitrous back on this, and I actually got to take it up to Krieger's place to get it rewired, and brought it home yesterday and had the coppers follow me all the way home. But yeah, they didn't touch us, so let us go. So we must have been legal enough to get away from the trouble. But yeah, pretty cool project to be working on. Fully engineered, street registered, with a small block Chev in it. Very old school, but very old school cool.
I see a bit of nitrous over there, Phil.
Yeah, that's why we just put the new kit on it, and then a secondary regulator for the nitrous side of it. Yeah, so I've known Dave Andrews for a long time. Like, he used to have a really nice drag car and stuff before. He used to stay at his place when he used to go shows up Newcastle, because he's from Newcastle way. And he always loved this car, so yeah, when it came up for sale, he managed to grab it. And when he wanted to get the nitrous put back on it, he just hit us up and said, hey, you know, you want to help us out? So yeah, we knocked that up, and I got Simon Krieger from Innocent Motorsports to wire all the nitrous side of it up, because he's a bit of an electrical guru and a nitrous king, as everyone knows. So yeah, basically, like I said, it's a cool old school project to be part of, and yeah, cool to see the car still alive, you know, keeping the history of it alive.
Someone's been blowing a few tyres off, eh? Look at that. Tell us where this is from, mate. Where's that blown tyre, this one here?
Has that one's actually from when I won the Summernats Burnout comp, actually. It's when I first time I ever won the Summernats Burnout comp, so yeah.
So it's got some memories, that one, no doubt.
Yeah, it was a good one, that one.
What's the brand, Momo?
Momo, yeah, Momo tyres.
First
time I ever used a Momo tyre, and we won the Burnout comp.
So what's that tyre down there, Phil? That's a...
That was the first tyre that we smashed with the skid truck. When Farm Truck and Asian couldn't do it, we actually tried to take their advice on board and see what was wrong with the farm truck, or the skid truck. Took it up to Sydney for a test on I think it was a Tuesday or a Wednesday through the day, and got a couple of sets off and had no problems at all. So I don't know, maybe it was just maybe bad luck and high pressure of the Summernats that got them on, you know, the wrong side that time at Summernats, I suppose.
Well, they say Aussies do better skids, right? So
mate, it's our sport, isn't it? It's, you know, they're playing our game. It's like us playing their game of drag racing, or they're playing our game of burnout. So that's how it works, isn't it? All right, this is what the back shed is. Like, the front shed's where I have the shop and projects that are ready to get picked up. But most of the actual work happens down here. So this is a customer I've done some work on about a year ago, 2 years ago. Done some brake lines and bits and pieces on his car for him. And now I'm just going to change the fuel tank for him, because he's realised with twin carbs he's using a bit too much juice. So put a bigger fuel tank, just upgrade some lines and stuff for him in the breathers. And then this other car over here is a car that I've been building for a guy from Canberra, Maad. Been doing it for about, well, best part of 12 months now. So ended up basically starting out as a fuel system job, a few bits and pieces, fit a motor and a pro charger setup, and then end up being intercooler piping, radiator, paintwork, interior, electrical, full upgrade. So it ended up being a pretty full-on build. This one's a bit of a poor project, eh? I'm probably going to get this one done for next year, but I've got most of the parts for it. Bought some bits and pieces from Chubby Low, and well, not so Chubby Low these days. But yeah, we're going to tidy up the engine bay and stuff like that, fix up a few bits and pieces. I got rid of the old banana manifold, put a Edelbrock manifold on it, just a sniper EFI kit so we can make it look like a carby car again. And we're going to put a 2-speed power glide in it, so I basically got a spare gearbox for the wagon out of ours race glides. And that way the missus can drive it, so we can have it as a genuine family car, pub car, designated driver and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, so this is next year's project. Brand new
old stock.
Headlight wipers.
Wow.
Literally rocking all. It's got a bird in its mouth.
The
See,
cat.
told you. See, never a dull moment at the Kerjean household. All right, so you've seen the shop and what I do for a crust during the day. A lot of people have heard about the what we call the smoke and roo bar. This is basically our hangout spot after hours, evenings, weekends and stuff. So yeah, come and check it out. It's basically just a really cool man cave, you know, just one of those things that sort of accumulated and over time just started hanging stuff up on the ceiling and the walls and bits and pieces that you accumulate over the years. I suppose one of those unfortunate things that comes with age, I suppose. You just seem to accumulate a lot of crap and a lot of shit. And yeah, we basically put it up there just to make it a bit of a cool man cave for car guys.
Can I speak to Andy Lopez, please? Yeah, here you go, mate. Put some more events on, mate. Summernats Slam, Summernats Rev Rock and Roll, Rocky Nats, Red Summernats, Maad. Filled with so much stuff, mate. Let's go through 10 or so things. What do you reckon?
I know, straight up looking at the Gaznats posters from 2010. Got the skid with, you know, with Bushy, Gary and Clint, you know, like got asked to go up there and do some demo stuff there just as part of the Gaznats Legends, and it was like, still can't believe it. Like you sit there and go, that was what dreams were made of back then, you know. And it was only 10 years ago, you know. I've been doing this for nearly 20 years now, so yeah, pretty cool stuff that you can just accumulate throughout your life, career, sport, hobby, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, and I've got some pretty good mates that give me some pretty cool shit too. So all right, so one of the coolest things I've got in here is like, got some pretty cool stuff in general, but I've got a top fuel slick from the States from 2008 when I first went to the States to watch, to go to SEMA and watch NHRA for the first time. And I actually managed to buy one of the Kalita Motorsports, like Doug Kalita's top fuel slick, off one of his cars, which posed two problems. Like we had a car, the hire car we had for the second day of the drags when I bought this tyre was about the size of the smallest Barina hatchback that you've ever had. And we had to fit this tyre in the back of it and then roll it through the hotel and go through like 3 or 4 main sections of the hotel in Las Vegas to go to our 13th floor, you know, lock up. Anyway, when I was trying to work out how to get it home, I thought, you know what, how am I going to do it? I'm just going to, you know, cable tie it up and wrap it up like they, you know, how they make it look, these slicks, how they wrap them up really well. Basically what we had to do, we had to cut the tyre in half and make it fit a suitcase and all that sort of stuff. And, you know, it was a lot of effort. We left half a tyre in the hotel room, which we never got charged for. Got back all the way to Australia, and on the carousel there was another top fuel slick just with a piece of rope around it with a little tag on it, and I thought, why didn't we do that? Having guys like Simon Kryger as a mate, obviously a lot of people remember his car, Innocent, the black Tirana, which was like the first mod street car to go into the sevens. That's actually the wheel off the car that after he sold the car, the new owner crashed it pretty much within a week of owning it, or a few days of owning it, and the car got parted out or whatever, and yeah, somehow I ended up with a wheel, and yeah, that's the first ever 7-second Mod Street. I don't know if it was Mod Street in general, if it was just nitrous cars, but yeah, back then it was like, yeah, it was a pretty big deal. Like it was, yeah, so that was one of the wheels that got to hang up in the shed. So another cool one's like Craig Whittett with Cutsick. Everyone knows Cutsick, you know. And as you can see from the quarter, he's had a few different paint jobs. He's been silver and grey, or silver and purple, or whatever it was. Then it went to purple. Then it went to white, which not that it looks like it's white, because it looks like it's more burnt grey. But yeah, it was past the point of repair, so they actually had to pull the rear quarter off, and he decided that, hey, better put it in the bar because at least it'll be saved. This is probably like I think one of the coolest pool table lights out there you can get. Like if you're gonna have a pool table and you're gonna have you know, we don't want to have a stained glass timber style pool table in the car shed. So I was looking for some original cases, but it couldn't be done. And some people that I know that do fiberglass work, they were commissioned to do some stuff for the Mad Max Museum out in, I think it's Silverton, out near Broken Hill Way. And because they had the same problem finding cases, and yeah, I accidentally come across a photo on Facebook and hit them up and asked them if I could buy some and make a really cool pool table light out of blower cases. So that's how this little jigger came around. Yeah, so this one here is off, I'm pretty sure it's off Andrew Poole, Eyeblown, the year he won the Summernats Burnout comp, and he was like pretty much about that close to not winning it, I suppose. But yeah, I can't remember if it was that year or, yeah, it's off his car, I know that much. So there's a little grill here. We had a little bit of an exit stage left sort of moment at Sydney Power Cruise a few years ago. I've got a big fuel tank in front of my radiator, and because it's an alcohol car, it still doesn't get hot. So, but what happens when we're doing a power skid, the air comes up through the air dam and actually pushes the grill out and snaps the grill out, and it actually hit the butterflies on the injector hat and knocked me feet off the actual pedal. And yeah, so we actually managed to get the bits back for it, but yeah. And then it actually happened about a year later again in Summernats in Darwin, doing the same stupid. Oh yeah! It's my game that I bought for the kids, but it's very uncool because the kids are actually beating all of our times. I'm driving an old like FJ Holden or something. I'm going right.
Had to go
fourth,
third, second.
Mate, say. If only it was that easy, eh?
You just jagged it.
I feel like I'm driving on Picton Road or something.
I bet you've done a few laps in this thing before.
Oh, I haven't. Oh, so that one. I haven't for a while. There was a Popo. So that one. Another one.
Thanks for having me out, mate.
Thanks for coming out, mate.
Cheers, appreciate it.
Good to catch up with you in the rhubarb.
Absolutely, mate. It's a bit of a, you know, it's a walk through time of your career and all your friends and everything like that.
Yeah, you can. There's so many stories. You just keep talking and talking, and
the walls talk, don't they? There's so many
and then you know what? Then them stories have other stories, and it just keeps going. But yeah, it's all good, mate. That's what life's about, eh?
Yeah, absolutely.
Having good times, making stories, making friends, and
all right. We'll see you later.
Catch us later next time.
Cheers. Mad.